Hello, wonderful LARP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Happy Mega Fun Time, Super Happy Fun Time D&D stream. There was a long intro there.
Eventually, it will just be a whole minute of it.
We've all been LARPing, apart from Matt. And going back. So we're all a little bit tired.
Yeah.
But here we go. As always, our announcements. Thank you to Critic and the lovely dice that you give us. We love them. Next time I see you, hopefully we'll have a new DM screen. But I do like my official...
Quick, look at the notes.
You can see from there, I'm impressed.
Oh, very good eyesight.
My official one, it's got nice stuff on the back. It's all good. Right. Shall we... we've got a lovely intro now, which I'm going to drop in chat.
Everyone run to the projector.
Feel free to have a watch. The music was made by Sander, my partner, who does all the tech for us. She did this sort of movement, and the artist was...
Lizzie Mole, animation illustration.
And the sound was a friend from Finland called Yuri, who's got his website is called Dorkulon. That made me happy. Who's a game designer. So it was pretty cool when everything kind of came together. It's 80s like cartoon cheese. I love it. I was contemplating going with horror. But
80s cheese is what we want.
That's cheese, perfect.
80s cheese is so good. Like the song was stuck in my head for ages.
And this is very kind of Stranger Things-esque, isn't it? You know, sort of OG, like an old school campaign. All of us nerds.
Yeah, indeed. Right, let's do this. I'll do a quick recap.
There may be a raid on.
Don't mind us.
Oh, are you raiding?
Yeah.
Don't mind us. It always happens when we start.
Fully paying attention.
Well, we've done, keep going.
We've nearly killed it.
We'll be done soon.
Okay, cool.
It's almost dead.
Tell us how we're all nearly dead.
So, you...
It is now dead.
travelled back to the village/town of Kresk. This walled town, and you were allowed in. Alongside you, you had various refugees who had gone down to the Wizard of Wines to pick up some wine. Unfortunately, they had missed the wine, which had gone past them, and there was no wine left. So you decided to poison them, like normal, rational people do.
I cured them too. It's fine.
It was the old bait and switch.
Yeah.
And then we met up, and you had some new magical equipment, which you've not put. So you've got a necklace.
No, we left the necklace. I
Left
took
the necklace.
the orb that means you don't have to sleep.
Yep, but you've not used it yet.
No.
I've got armour that I haven't fitted
on yet.
Do I have to fit
or
it?
fitted yet? Yep. And a kind of potion and a scabbard. Yeah. You then had Ivan attacked while you were having a chat with, if anyone can remember the name of the dusk elf.
Rahadin.
Came and said to you...
is lovely. Yeah, Johnny hadn't heard of that song until yesterday when I went
Get out.
There's a film of it at Emery, which I heard for the first time this weekend.
So after meeting him and having a pleasant chat, and then he went off on his merry way. You found
pleasant chat.
Yeah, he had slit the throat of Ivan.
That went well.
And who was currently bleeding out as you went running out of, and managed to save him.
Yeah.
Well done, us.
Go
took him
heal
home,
team.
And found.
Well, we ran the wrong way.
Yeah.
At least we were consistent in our failure.
You then decided to go up and investigate the abbey. Found that the guards on the walls were actually scarecrows in armour stands in armour, rusted armour, and found two people asleep at the gate. You spoke to them pretending to be Rahadin, and were taken through to see the abbot. As you went through it's like two separate buildings with a inner wall, and you've not gone right round the top of it yet. There was a gardens right at the top. You've kind of gone to halfway into the middle, and then you've gone to the south big building. So it looks like there's a top floor where you can walk around the top wall to the other building, or straight across the central courtyard. in the central courtyard, you did run into one of these, we use the term mongrel folk, this kind of multiple animals. This one had the wings almost like a bat, the webbed fingers, fur on their face, spider eye across one, human across the other, and tried to attack you as you came in. Luckily, one of the others, mongrel folk who you met at the gates, was with you in a dusty, mucky cloak, who had a club cudgel type thing and knocked this creature back as it was chained. Took you to the south as you heard this wonderful music coming down. You saw an extraordinarily handsome man, tall, dark-haired, postured, dancing exquisitely with a lady in a torn red gown. The lady seemed familiar to you as you saw bits of her as she span her head back, her hair swaying in the air. As she was then sent away for wine as you sat down with the abbot. And as she came back, you saw, it looked at first like very subtle scars, as she'd been heavily powdered. But then you could see they were very deliberate. You could see them very, very fine stitched up. You assumed she was some kind of flesh golem. And the resemblance to Irina / Tatiana is incredible. After sitting with the abbot for a while, you discovered his plans, or he told you his plans. It was to make Strahd experience true love, to melt his cold, dark heart, as if he could love his true love, the one who was taken from him so cruelly. But then, if he is in love, how could he hold evil there? And people would remember the abbot as being the person who saved Barovia.
And then something else happened.
And then somebody...
Gabriel decided to blast the abbot in the face as he was mid-monologue, breaking him. As anger flared through him, wings of light and shadow erupted from his back as he grew in stature and flew in, or didn't fly, just levitated into the air as he became 8-9 foot tall, a being of light but with darkness. The two priestly types would definitely have recognised him as some kind of celestial, definitely angelic, but you weren't 100% sure on what order, because you both rolled like shit.
As always.
We're dreadful. Do we know what the pronunciation is yet on the thing?
So I looked it up. Someone put in on the Facebook group, like Davu.
Yuvu.
And someone else suggested
Deva.
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 Yeah.
What Dave?
Deva.
Dave.
But it's not Dev.
Dave.
It's Dave. It's Deva or Davey or something.
Davey.
So I like Dave. I like Deva.
Yeah.
Deva, yeah, that seems to work.
Deva.
As this creature landed and came back, saying that violence was not the answer, and they would not give in and they would allow love to triumph, as it was the only way to heal these wounds.
And then...
And that's pretty much where we left it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all look at Gabriel.
Love is all you need.
Constance and Jakul, it's up to you. Do either of you want to have been in the past in the power of Celestials? I can't remember if we went over this.
I don't think we went over it before.
You don't want to have been?
No.
Yes, I have been.
Okay. For you, when you are in... So, these aren't like... You wouldn't worship this as a god. There's not that kind of relationship you've got to it. But it is a being of supreme importance and power. A high-powered celestial, for sure. They are not sent on fool's errands and stupid things like that. They have their own minds, but they do have their own hierarchy as well, as do the demons, or some of the demons. When the abbot turned, the radiant coming off it, as you then focused on it, but it was evil, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. It was an evil celestial. This should not exist. It depends what Constance would make of this. I've got a feeling what she would make of it. This isn't something that should exist. It's as simple as that.
So many things against nature.
From what you have been told, once you are in Barovia,
it corrupts you.
It corrupts you and traps you. And celestials do not age, or age very, very slowly. So how long? You remember? You were told how long the abbot was here for. Was quite a while.
Yeah. Several generations at least.
Several generations at least arrived. So, as this, can everyone just explain what sort of how their character looks at the moment? So I'll start. You have this beautiful Irina lookalike in this torn red dress, stood there with a tray out still on one hand, a very expensive bottle of wine on it. Hasn't reacted at all to what just happened. Her eyes look slightly out-focused as she just stares to the middle distance. At a glance from the corner of your eye, she is breathtaking. She is this elegant, poised young lady with beautiful auburn hair. But as you look closer, you can see the red dress is dirty, is tatty. Probably wasn't made to fit her, had been altered on, and not particularly well. The abbot, a stunningly beautiful man, with his brown hair falling naturally down to his shoulders, as he sits now, looking composed. But as you look to his eyes from just moments before, seeing the rage almost overtake him, you can tell that all is not well within this person. Should we start with Red?
What am I describing again?
How Red is at the moment.
Well, Red would have been watching the Irina lookalike and then would have heard the blast and is now just sort of staring at Gabriel like, was that the right thing to do? Was that smart?
No,
She's sort of poised to get the hell out of there. Like, hands on the table, ready to push away.
Okay. Jekyll.
Jekyll is very well kept as usual. We are still looking very sharp, but also very tense and confused. Gripping the axe under the table, kind of got the shield kind of half in one hand as well, ready to jump up if something happens. Expecting it.
Hesia is sort of slid down her, I guess, right back in her chair, almost like half sliding under the table, like trying to be as not there as possible. Just duck out of the way at a moment's notice.
Okay.
Constance is kind of staring at this Irina lookalike and has realised something you said last.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll give you some more information.
No, it's okay.
I'll do it in carrying.
Okay.
As you're staring.
And is just feeling overwhelmed, sort of guilty about the situation.
Yep.
Gabriel is still as Raladan, disguised self, and currently smirking and pointing at the flesh golem of Irina.
Okay. Those who are staring at Irina, I'm not going to make you roll, you would notice. So, you heard the abbot call this creature, Vasilka, when he said to go for some drinks, so we'll use that as the name for this creature. As you look at Vasilka, the body you would probably be able to tell is not Irina's from looking at it. But looking at her face, and from her travelling with Irina, this is Irina's face.
Oh my god.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
So did he dive into the pool and get
As you
out
take
there?
a second to look closely, you can see that the scars and the stitches look a lot newer than some of the ones, like a lot fresher, haven't had time to sort of sit down quite as much.
You got the jackpot. You got the jackpot.
Yeah,
You got the actual body.
you got the actual body.
Super grim.
As you kind of stare at her for a second, her eyes meet yours.
Is there anything there?
Help me.
Uh-oh.
Did she say that, or is that something that I...
That's something you hear, that's something that goes through your head, no one else, only Constance. As you stare at her. And as her head, she sees you looking, her head tilts to the side slightly. Would you like another drink? As she brings the bottle out.
I hold up my glass.
Like silver service styly. She brings it round and pours it and puts it down, and then again the poise, the shoulders back, the stead upper. There's an awkward silence in the room for a moment.
I'll take a sip of my drink.
It's exquisitely beautiful wine, very expensive. Before you came to Barovia, you probably wouldn't have had wine of this quality. This is exquisitely expensive wine.
I'll take a nice sip.
Yeah.
Look at the abbot. You may think love is the answer to save my prince's soul, but this is not what he loves. I use True Strike because I've been pointing at her for at least an action, and I Eldritch Blast the flesh column twice.
Good.
Okay, everyone give me initiative.
Oh god, are we doing that? Oh,
We're all gonna die.
you.
Not having that thing walking around.
Like, yes, Red totally agrees that flesh golem and all the little mongrelly things need to die. 4.
Why can I not see initiative?
Six.
Oh, there. That's one.
Great.
This initiative roll, yeah?
Yeah.
15.
17.
14 plus 7 is 21.
15.
Love initiative plus 7.
Okay, so 21.
Yeah, I'm going last, I'm 6.
17 for me.
17 for me, but I think Constance would not react immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely taken her completely by surprise, and she'll sort of stagger at that point.
There's one thing we went over last time, very briefly, that the clerics would definitely know. If this is some form of celestial, there is a high probability that they can raise dead.
Yeah.
You would both know that. That they would more than likely have access to high-level cleric spells.
Aren't we in a graveyard?
What did you get?
15.
And Red?
6.
There's a graveyard outside, I believe.
Good.
The Abbey.
Good. The raising the dead.
Yeah.
Good.
So we have to kill it now.
I'm sure it'll be
Or
easy
we're
to
dead.
kill. I'm sure it's not immune to everything. Oh, we're all gonna die.
There's some necrotic stuff.
So you invoke True Strike?
Yeah, but True Strike was going on from when I was pointing at it, because all I have to do is extend a hand and point a finger at it.
So the first attack is a plus 20 to hit, is it?
It is I get advantage on
is
the
that it
first
now?
attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended. So, since I've been pointing at it since he stopped his thing about love, I was waiting for a round, basically 6 seconds in my head,
Okay.
and then flap.
Right, give me a roll to hit them.
It's getting 2 beams. Pew pew. Plus 7s. This is on the golem. That looks like arena. 18 plus 7, so 25 on the first one, and then I get advantage, don't I? Mm-hmm. Cool. So I get to re-roll that one. And 12 on the second one.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, first one hits. Oh no, both hit. What sort of damage is it?
It's force damage. And it takes... Wow, that was a rubbish roll. 4 and 6 points of damage, so only 10 points of damage.
As you see Gabriel, well not Gabriel, you see Rahadin. As these two blasts come out of the finger and collide with this flesh golem. Smash, smash. She staggers back slightly, the arm rolls round and she manages to keep the bottle on it and comes forward.
My bad.
Constance!
Constance definitely wouldn't react that fast. I'm gonna sit this round out, I think.
So you can delay until something happens. So it could be, if anything attacks me, I attack it back.
Yeah.
If you want it to be. Jakul.
Have we established that this thing is evil then?
Constance has. From your knowledge of religion, you would be reasonably sure that this is celestial and should not be the way that it is. But you would also be very aware that this thing, if it is a celestial, is going to be powerful.
Yes. But I know celestials can be corrupted then. Is it something that happens or is it just not? Okay.
You can't think, a Jackal would not be able to think back to a situation where a celestial could be trapped for such a long period of time by a creature or being such as Strahd to be corrupted.
Okay. Okay. Well,
but there are celestials who go to fight demons who get corrupted.
Okay.
You would know that.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up from that reaction and kind of weapons out, but I'm not gonna do an attack. I'm just gonna be on the defensive and I'm going to try and protect whoever the celestial tries to attack if it attacks someone.
So your plan is to try and step in front?
Yes, and kind of protect whoever the celestial tries to attack.
It's not really me.
It's always you.
Why is it always me?
Are you never one bottom in our group? Why is it always me? So clearly, Gabriel is Harry. She's getting us into shit all the time.
So the silence is broken as 2 bolts of force hit into this construct, Vasilka. But it doesn't really seem to have the most effect.
Great.
She would, like everyone else, really, she'll get up to her feet, but she's not going to attack unless something goes for her first.
Okay.
Just waiting. Okay.
Whereas last time, the Abbot kind of did it as a show of force. You broke him, you made him angry, and then he turned into this form. The rage that crosses this creature's face as the wings just erupt. It's not a slow out, it is, and they are huge. You're talking 20 foot across, just erupt from the back of this man as with a single beat, lifts up into the air as they grow in size, as the magic changes, as you see almost like black fire to the eyes as he stares down with pure hatred at you. As his hand drops down and materializing and falling into his hand is a large, and I mean large, like 6 foot large mace, crackling with black energy as the voice, "You dare attack what I work on!"
Why did you only use her face?
As he looks towards you and...
Was she not exactly what you were trying to make?
Again, there's anger within him. She was perfect, but the body was damaged beyond repair.
Surely, if anyone can repair it, you can.
In time!
Go into my materialized the mirror and I'd point at his face and be like, "Where is your love now?"
So he sees himself?
So he sees himself.
Doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
Okay. Shit. That was my whole damn bluff, gosh.
Well, we've had a good run.
Vasilka doesn't seem to have reacted. She stood there. Her head has kind of looked and turned round to the Abbot as another beat of his powerful wings come down. Just as the air is pushed off them, he radiates evil. He stinks of it. He reeks of it. It is in the air now. The dark mist that is kind of clinging and falling from his wings, as some of the feathers you see begin to shed as he's there, and as they fall you can see them dying as they fall through the air, turning black and evaporating, not evaporating, just crumbling and like turning to soot basically.
How big is this room?
It's quite big, isn't it?
So it is about 50 foot square.
Very much.
You've got some stairs going down and some stairs going up in near the door that you guys came in.
50 foot square. Okay.
Red?
Red is going to go across.
So he hasn't taken an action yet either.
All right. Red is going to cross under the table towards Basilica, and is just going to like look at her, like a really long look in her face.
Okay.
Like she's got spear out.
Yeah. So she's been made up in a... No, Red wouldn't know that. She's wearing paint on her face.
Yeah.
Her lips are redder than they should be. Her cheeks have been reddened. Her eyes around them have been darkened slightly by paint. And her skin has, you can see it's got some kind of powder, which is, there's a smell to it.
Yeah.
You can almost taste it. Maybe some kind of crushed something.
Yeah. She looks at her, and she'll say her name. She'll say Rena, and see if she reacts to it.
No, she just kind of stands and stares. Yeah. As you kind of say it, her head looks to you, and there's a little sideways tilt to it. Would you like a drink, little one?
Red will turn to him and will say, "Love can't bring back the dead."
No, but I can!
Good.
As he bellows it forwards, as another whoof, beat of his wings as you see feathers falling off them.
This is not Tatiana, and nor is it Irina. This is something else entirely, and you know that this should not be. How long have you been here, in this place? Was St. Markovia still walking these halls when you first arrived?
Yes.
Yes. And what would she think of you? Sorry, I keep asking you difficult questions.
That's good.
Back then, I felt we could slay the demon. We could burn his heart. But I was wrong. We must heal his heart with love.
Well, as he says love, there is just nothing in him. There is no love, there is no compassion. Maybe, as you look at him, maybe at one point he believed that this was the way.
Yeah.
And
he's just gone down that path as much as possible.
You, when you spoke to Stanimir, if you remember speaking to Stanimir, you were sure he believed that he was sending you here to heal the Dark Prince, to save his soul, to then save the people. And you felt he was being genuine. But you did not get that from this guy at all. There is no... Maybe at one point, who knows?
He spent all his time working towards this goal, and that is all he can see now is...
And now you've just told him he's failed. After literally the woman he's trying to make has fallen on his lap. If we're being honest. Again. Another beat. Yeah, pretty much as waves of evil wash over, and both of you two would pick it up. So he has not taken an action, but it has come round to you.
Is Hessia not doing anything?
It's delayed as well.
Prepared,
so.
but yeah.
I will read disguise self back to my usual look.
So you just drop the illusion?
Drop the illusion.
Change the illusion.
Change the illusion.
Change the illusion. Okay.
That would be the right term.
And then what?
You know for a fact that love won't help him.
It must.
We will put an end to the prince.
But our chances are so much stronger if, like with St. Markovia, you stand with us.
She was the best of us. And she failed. You stand no chance. No. You shall work with me or you shall die.
As he looks.
Help me train her.
That's not life, Jakul.
This creature cannot be trained.
As the mace comes round in this huge arc onto the table. As it strikes, you've heard of celestials add radiant damage. But as this one strikes, there's no radiant damage here, but there is an explosion as the blackness to it erupts out. And you feel again another sweep of evil fill this room.
Yeah. Is it necrotic or a different? Yeah.
You would assume.
Yeah.
She can and will. I have captured the look, the body, but now I must complete the soul.
What do you intend to do?
You cannot train a soul into existence.
Then what do you suggest?
If you are not so powerful, could you not bring her back? A proper resurrection? Or have you lost your divinity completely?
Yes. I love that. Yeah, there's fridge water. Do you want me to get you
Yeah,
some?
please.
Why am I getting the fridge water?
Was it fridge water time?
Yeah, apparently, this is getting Kitty nervous. Jackal has just dropped off the biggest F-bomb to him ever. That is nothing compared to my Eldritch Blast to the face.
No, your Eldritch Blast is nothing compared to
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Little shit.
Do you need some as well?
I would love some fridge water.
Ooh, please do not kill the camera.
The light being top down.
I have lost nothing.
Is that for?
Her soul is hidden from me. When I try to bring her back, something holds her soul at bay.
For Irina and Tatiana, are they two separate souls, or is it like one soul combined?
Same
One soul.
soul.
Same soul.
Tatiana's soul inside Irina's body,
Yep.
basically.
So it's just like a personality.
Imagine someone having like flashbacks to previous life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatiana is Arena's a new life to Tatiana.
What happens when their current body dies? You don't know. Yeah, so he says he tried, but something would not allow the soul back into the body.
Her soul has escaped this place. You will not be able to get it. I'm sorry, but that ship has sailed.
Then Vasilka is the only option.
Okay.
Sure.
You would let that live suffering always. That is not love.
Start to talk. The Vasilka puts a hand. He will love me, and I will love him. We are meant to be together. He is my prince, and I shall be his queen.
Pretty bird saying pretty phrases.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Not natural. Dead should stay dead.
You believe you haven't lost anything. But have you seen yourself?
Can you make yourself look anything like him?
Yeah, it'd be too much, I think.
Yeah, hang on. Disguise self,
You'd
I
need
think
more.
You have to be
because he's
humanoid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
too much, I think.
I don't think I can do wings. Disguise self. Make yourself, including your clothes, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the end of the spell ends.
You can make yourself look similar, but not the same
Yeah,
size,
you
or
can-
fly, or
can-
anything like that.
Same.
Or the glow.
1
or,
foot tall, peer thin, fat. You can't
yeah,
change
the
your
fire
clothes.
behind the
Yeah.
eyes and stuff
Couldn't
like
do
that. You'd be a poor imitation of him.
Yeah.
He says,
I've become what I had to. I am prepared to make the sacrifices necessary to save this land and these people.
So are we, but not like this. This isn't the right way.
I used to think like you once. We used to think we could slay the beast. And we sent the best. And we failed. And we lost everything.
I'm going to send a message to Jakul. Ask him about his god and if he can still speak to it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
But it is all not lost yet. Join me. Together.
Whom is it you serve? Who is your master, your god? Whom do you follow? Do you follow suit the true god of love?
Matt's bring the A game today.
It's because he found someone who might be almost as pretty as you.
That's
That ain't happening.
Okay. He seems to stop for a second. You see the fire in his eyes still burning as his head looks up.
I follow distant gods, dead gods. But that changes nothing. If I can save these people, then the gods will live again. And if they don't, I will be the god these people need.
You cannot promote yourself to godhood. Those you followed once in the past, would they approve of what you have become? If you did really bring them back, would they accept you back as what you are now?
They could not question my motives when you see what I have achieved.
Results are different to the process of achieving.
No, they're not. We must sacrifice everything to save these people. Now I understand this is the only way. If you are not prepared to sacrifice yourself to stop him, then you are my enemy.
We are prepared.
Then
Already
join me!
No.
How is this actually sacrificing ourselves to send a puppet to bring love to a monster?
Once we are finished training her, she will not be a puppet.
And how is this a sacrifice for ourselves in any way? How does this put us in any danger? In what sense? You say this is a sacrifice for yourself, but I see no sacrifice on your part.
You stay up here in St. Markovia's halls and you send this flesh to go and tempt him away. Do you think it'll melt his icy heart and get rid of the fog that hangs over this land? Do you really think it's that simple?
He takes on board what you're saying. He's pretty fucked up, but he doesn't seem like completely lost. He doesn't seem completely gone.
Yeah.
As he meets your eyes for a second.
By the way, sword is still in scabbard, shield is still on back, completely unarmed.
As he's flying there, you can see the mace hanging down kind of loosely in one arm, cackling with this dark, powerful energy at the end of it, and nothing in his other. As you look at his sort of fingers now, you can see his nails have grown long and black and dark. His skin and his veins, you can see his blood pumping round him now, up through his neck is jet black, as you see it moving round his body.
I take a couple of steps closer to him.
Thinking, deep in thought, you think, is staring into a middle distance.
There is another way, another solution.
No.
A true sacrifice.
What?
If we do not defeat Strahd, then we will truly die. We're sending this flesh golem on this fool's errand will achieve nothing.
It is not a fool's errand. You will not die going against Strahd.
We would become his puppets. Is that what you mean? In our deaths.
If you anger him, he will take it out on the people.
So we need to put an end to him, finally.
He's poisoned the land.
He is the land.
Yeah.
Then he needs to be ended.
He
When a
cannot be ended.
When a tree limb is poisoned, you cut it off. Start new.
Your doll won't end him.
Love won't bring my pack back. I need vengeance.
But that will bring them back no closer.
It will heal me, and the people need to heal. The land needs to heal. Cut it off.
You could do so much healing. If
Like
you-
who?
His voice booms with power out.
All these spirits that are trapped, that Strahd has kept trapped, you could free them. Those trapped spirits will be free and have you to thank. Even if you bring Strahd love, and even if he does change, these spirits will still be trapped. They will still be his playthings. They will look to him, not to you. If you can free them, you will be the one they thank. All those thousands of souls.
You will be the one they remember in their prayers.
And how should I do this impossible task?
We are the first step, and we are taking the first steps to ending him. You have trod this path before, I believe. You have assisted people before. You
Help
know
us get
him.
north. The caves. There is a dark power there. Trapped souls, I think. They have... She doesn't know the word for dad, so she can... Is she able to... can you telepathically communicate with her? She will try and telepathically communicate, but it's a very polite sort of...
Pat on the shoulder.
It's basically a very polite pouring at the door of his mind. Of basically like, and she shows like the wolf. Strahd is using him.
We could free these spirits, perhaps before even confronting Strahd.
As you open the door to him, you see a number of images flash up in your mind. You see a woman who you would imagine to be Saint Markova, talking with him. You see her going to war and him not being able to go. Them saying goodbye. The huge thunderstorms over Castle Ravenloft. Then you see a group of adventurers talking with him. And then you see him burying them. Then you see another group, then you see him burying them. Then you see another group, then you see him burying them. Then you see another group, you see him burying them. Then you see another group, you see him burying them. You see another group, you see him burying them.
Yeah, as she's
Probably
as
maybe
she's
like
watching, there's just
10,
like tears
15
starting to
times.
stream down.
And as you do, you see the way he's viewing these people change. Another group of people come in and begging for his help when he nods and agrees, and then you see him burying them.
Yeah, she's just got as that sort of she's staring off into middle distance. There's just tears starting to
Then you see
stream.
a well-dressed man in floppy boy band, dark hair, wearing knee-high leather riding boots with mud on them.
My.
Who you
Nice.
recognise.
Why do I recognise him? I'm confused.
It's not Strahd, is it?
Pardon?
It's not
Is it
Strahd,
little
is it?
baby Strahd, no?
Is it that posh chap from the city?
Which one?
The one who liked Tyrina?
What was he called?
I forget his name, but yeah.
Who had the
probably
really,
wanted-
who had the posh
house.
wine at the
Yeah.
house? I
Wine,
forgot his
yeah.
name.
And I wanted Irina to stay with him. Is that
He
him?
was getting his flirt on.
No.
Victor? Not Victor.
I don't have any.
If anyone can tell me, I'll give you a dice.
A single dice? No, I just...
Vargas.
Pardon?
Vargas?
No, Burgermeister.
Anyway, so Red, you
Yeah,
see him, like repeatedly visiting. He shows you him visiting, and they have deep talks regularly. It seems. And then
That's why he wanted
Silly.
her to say.
he decides that the only way to save him
Wasn't Vasily the one with the arm?
No.
is not to help people who come,
Vasily's the well-dressed
because he
gentleman.
can't, but to
Placate him.
build this what he
Yeah.
loves.
Yeah.
Was Gabriel right? Was it Vasily?
Vasily van Holtz.
Get a single dice.
It's hard to say the timescales that have passed.
Yeah.
But in the hall where he showed you Vasily van Holtz, it looks considerably better condition than it is now.
Oh,
That guy's a lot older than he seems.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Everybody is strong.
But we
Now
didn't-
you understand.
didn't come here thinking
None of
to
them
kill
did,
Strahd.
or few of them have.
Did you go with any of them? What help did you give any of them? Did you just wave them off and watch them die?
I did all that I could.
Have you never fought Strahd yourself? In all these years?
The Abbey is too far from him. He dares not battle me here. For if I was to best him, he would not make it back to his crypt. And I am not foolish enough to take him on in his lair, his castle, and his terms.
We have things the others don't. Look back at my notes.
We can
Incredible
break
good
his
looks.
power in time from around the outside, weaken his stronghold, as it were.
He is ancient, he is the land.
If he is the land, then the land is also him. The more places in the land that we can free or sanctify, the weaker he will become.
For time.
Time it will take.
But you will grow old and weak if you do not fight him. And when you die, he will come for you. Oh, sorry. Before you die, he will come for you, and you will wish you were dead. Others have tried what you speak.
Knowledge to understand the... Red has taken out a piece of paper. Knowledge to understand the enemy. Search for the crypt of a wizard. His staff is the key. A force of great good. Castle in the ruins of a place of supplication. A sword of light. Hidden in a castle guarded by amber giants. Fallen paladin in a dead dragon's lair. Look to the mother's tomb.
Takes on board what you're saying.
But at the moment, you have nothing. Just words.
We've got one.
We have one.
Show it to me.
Pull the staff out.
He kind of looks at it.
A child's toy.
He gives you the image of the first wizard who arrived with that stuff, and him trying to help them.
It's been used before.
It was the key to what we got from inside it.
What was inside it?
Stuff.
Not going to say that.
Why?
We'll just glance at him.
So, you are with me or against me? I can have no chance to anger Strahd if I hope to make him fall in love. I do not want to kill you, but I will. And I will take no enjoyment from it. But you must understand, this is the only way.
There is never only one way.
But I have tried all other options.
Have you?
He probably has.
As you have said, you have not fought him yourself. You have not tried all other options.
You are not willing to make that sacrifice.
He's tried all cowards options.
As you have said.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you call him a coward.
Right.
Yeah. From what you would have seen, he's been here. He's been fighting Strahd.
Yeah.
Like, from when he showed you the past, he had been... Yeah. We'll go from previous, what you said you were going to do. So you're going to try and step in front?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Again, a beat of his wings just go back and he just flies fucking Superman style forwards.
I'll try and shove Hesse out the way and take the hit and block it.
So I don't think you'll be able to push her out of the way, but you can...
Take the blow.
You can give him disadvantage on his attack, we'll say, by trying to interrupt it.
Okay.
What is your AC, please, boss?
12. Oh, God. Squishy.
Okay. Can you take the first...
I thought you were about to say 30.
Did you take 30?
Can you take your first death saving throw?
The first number above 0, that's 1. Yes, I can take 1 point of damage. Thank you. Why am I getting more dice?
The first letter that he has secretly planted behind us on the bookshelf that just says, "You're an idiot."
Can you bring out your first backup?
We were doing okay.
I love that. I love that. That's just
That bit roleplay
a
was
bit of roleplay.
prime.
This is what I do. I keep
Premium.
quiet and then I make things worse. That's what SEO is here for.
You say things quietly thinking no one can hear you.
There's like 9 dice.
Oh my
Oh no.
god.
Right.
You disadvantaged. He disadvantaged you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Doesn't seem to make any difference. As he flies forward, blindingly quick through the air, as you call him a coward, his head locks onto you as pure rage fills him. This is a proud creature. His mace comes swinging down. Can you take 4 damage?
Okay.
And then 26 necrotic damage.
Holy
As this explosion of blood
30 damage.
just erupts.
So that's 30 damage.
And his second attack,
What?
can you take 5 damage and 19 necrotic damage?
Well, I'm out.
Please.
Oh lordy.
As he literally just explosion, explosion. He is in the middle of all of you. Sorry. Gabriel.
Well.
So anyone
shit.
who wanted to react, you can now react. Who said, I'm waiting for him to do anything, so Jakul waited for him to... We would say you were just doing the same reaction. So if you wanted to attack him as he went in, you could attack him as he went in.
So behind us is a stained glass window of St. Markovia, is that right?
In front, so straight through the room.
Yeah. I walk over to it and...
There's
my
the
knees.
healer walking away from me.
Healer!
We're the healers,
What you say is what you say. Let's try and make it
nothing then.
possible.
I completely just drained of all will to fight. Just walk over to the stained glass window and drop to my knees and try to pray.
Who to?
Tear at first, and then looking at the picture.
So there's a very large, expensive-looking, huge symbol to the Morning Lord.
Morning
in here,
Lord,
and
yeah.
on her shield is the symbol to the
Yeah.
Morning Lord.
I guess, yeah, the Morning Lord. Tear, and then overcome with the picture. The Morning Lord.
Okay. I'll do a dice roll in a second.
Okay.
Red, what was your wait until see?
I hope it's not a religion check.
I don't think you had like a wait and see.
No, I went to go look at the.
We're going from the top then.
Ting.
Gabriel.
I've got a spell.
I tell Eric to fucking claw his eyes out if he can. I will use a bonus action and hex the Deva. You place a curse on the creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 worth of necrotic damage. I don't think that's going to help since he's doing a shit ton. The target has disadvantage on ability check of my chosen. I'm going to say Constitution.
Okay.
So he's now got disadvantage on Constitution.
There's no save versus that. Is that just straight on?
It's just straight on. And then I will Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's perfect. You've just done the perfect thing.
Eldritch Blast twice on him.
Heck to the yes.
+7. So, that's rubbish. But I get advantage because of
Hex on him.
because of Eric. 14 against armor. Yeah.
No.
Oh, and then the second beam, 16.
No, you want to use advantage on it?
Oh, yeah. Or 17.
Yep.
1d10.
Now you know what you need to roll to hit him.
What was that? Sorry, 16?
17.
17, ugh.
1d10. Takes 8 points of force damage. Only takes...
And how much did you take in some before?
yeah, he took 10 before. So he takes 3 points of necrotic as well. So 8 points of force, 3 points of necrotic.
As you feel you've blindsided him, as your first blast comes in, his head not even turning towards you, as the wings, just as they close round, it just strikes and dissipates around his wing, and then opens up again. And as they do, you see your opportunity and time the second one better, hitting him in the chest. There's no visible effect to it, though,
No.
really. It definitely collected, but you've not seen... Yeah. Constance and Jakul, you are at the same time. So,
Okay.
Constance, give me a straight D20.
Remember, you have that re-roll as well.
16.
Okay. As you dig deep and pray to Tyr, your own god. And since coming here, you felt definitely separated and distance. You never really felt that close. Or maybe at times you did, but never a time where it was just...
I think it was always sort of second-hand closeness when
but there's
somebody else leading, you know.
No reply, nothing to it. You're not getting anything back. Switch over your praying.
No, carry on.
Carrying on to Tyr.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
Sorry, I
you
didn't
kind of did that.
understand.
It's only like 6 seconds each.
Yeah.
So your first round is like 6 seconds
Yeah.
of... Unless you want to do more.
No.
Okay, give me another. Just do Jakal's turn first, and then you've got your second turn.
Okay, I'm going to drop to Hesia's obviously dropped. I'm going to drop to Hesia, put my hand on her, and spare the dying to kind of.
So you stabilize.
So is that
Stabilize
one?
means
Instant.
she's up again.
You're on 1 hit point.
One hit point.
And then I'm going to.
I've survived that before.
At him.
Hesia's an idiot.
You're not wrong.
Not incorrect.
Saint Markovia looks down on you and is disappointed that you will side with Strahd over those standing against him.
God! You just keep poking him, don't you? You just keep poking
You're
him.
making my last week look saintly.
He just clobbered and nearly killed one of our people.
Could you have moved a little bit further away from me before upsetting him like that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hesia, your turn. The last thing you saw was this horrendous... As you kind of wake up on the floor, groggy. The next thing you see is Jakul on top of you, as he then head turns around.
She would basically just scrabble to get as much distance between her and it as possible. So on her back, you scrabble backwards.
Yeah, you can get 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Should I do that second roll?
Yes, please.
13.
You dig deep. What do you say to the Morning Lord?
Hello.
What are you praying for?
Good morning, Lord.
We haven't spoken yet.
I suppose trying to get into the mindset of how Saint Markovia, who we've heard a lot about over the course of it, from destroying her gazebo and failing to find her bones, and trying to sort of feel what she must have felt here in sort of supplication and in this sort of what was clearly once a really beautiful place. I'm trying to sort of absorb some of that, what do you call it when it's when you go into a really massive, amazing cathedral and sort of, and you're overcome by how sort of the awe of it, I guess. Trying to capture some of that in like the sort of...
the bones, sorry, was Andrew. A-N-D-R.
Oh, it was? Yeah. Ah, okay, good.
Sorry.
Good.
Different bones.
Different bones.
Yeah, you dig deep, but you don't seem to be getting a reaction yet. Hesia, do you want to do anything else, or you just butt slide away? So you can butt slide. You can get away maybe we'll say 20 foot on your bum.
Okay. Who picked up? I know we picked up that healing potion.
You did.
Is it my pack?
It's in your pack.
Wrong.
Yeah, that's the rest of you around. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big one. The one
It was a
from
greater one, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
How?
3d8.
3d8. That's 10. Come on, dice.
Roll really well.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not brilliant, not terrible.
Yep. You drain this ancient-looking healing potion. It's clearly lost some of its potency over the years.
It's better than 1. I'll take that.
He's going to one-shot anyone anyway, so as long as he hits us.
I am particularly squishy, but yeah, you'd probably be okay.
The wings come back again as he lets out a beat of them.
How dare you mention her name? You didn't know her. You didn't love her.
And there it is.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
16.
Yes. That's it. Take 8 physical damage.
Yeah.
Here we go.
17 necrotic damage.
Not as bad as it could have been.
25.
As the first blow comes down in pure rage, he slams it down as you manage to kind of tilt your shield and push the force down into the floor. But lightning fast just brings it up, and in the upswing just smashes it across your body. As you feel like almost like electricity as it hits you and leaves like a burn mark across your armour. But it's not a fiery burn mark at all.
Thinking undead.
Vasilka. just sort of stands there. Red.
Just to confirm, invoking the totems, is that a reaction or a...
Is
Is it a whole...
action.
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Bonus action.
Red is going to invoke the Hawk Spirit. Advantage on wisdom checks, and you can use your reaction to gain advantage on attacks.
Yep.
So she's going to invoke the Hawk Spirit. So again, this, made out of like leaves and stuff, like Pocahontas-y. Then, in which case, I'm going to use Moonbeam on him.
I felt like that needed a sound effect.
Moonbeam. So I believe, let me correct me if I'm wrong, so I can use the advantage for the Hawk Spirit.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus action, not a reaction.
Yeah, and then you can use a spell.
Great, so I will get advantage on my hit.
I think it's just a save, isn't it?
It's a save.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it just a save? Oh, in which case it needs to say it. Save is
Constitution, isn't it?
Constitution. It's got a disadvantage.
Versus your spell. What was it?
13. Wait a second.
No, yeah, that's not a save. That is a hit for me. And I'm casting this at a 3rd spell slot level.
So how much damage does he take?
So he is going to take. Where are my d10s at?
And what sort of damage is it?
It is radiant damage, I believe. Yeah, radiant at 2d10, and that's only 3d10s, please. Because I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. That is 8, 4, and 3. Thank you.
8, 12, 15.
15 points of radiant damage. And that he is engulfed in that for up to 1 minute.
Okay, a beam of light strikes down where he currently is, and burns in the centre of the room. It is hideously bright with him in the centre of it.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel, your turn, sir. I don't. If he moves, I don't think it follows him, does it? It stays where it is.
Let me double check. I think it just stays in a fixed location. It's
But he
5.
takes damage leaving it, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll take damage on his turn.
Yeah, it's just in the area. But then every round,
How wide of an area?
it's 5 foot wide and 60 foot tall.
Oh, okay.
It's just like this
So,
pillar.
Does it go burst through the ceiling, or does it come from the ceiling?
I guess it just sort of... all the people in Kresk are looking up at the Abbey and there's this
A miracle!
Yeah, I'm going to Eldritch Blast
Why
with
wouldn't you?
advantage.
Bingo.
Because of my sweet Eric.
Sweet Eric.
Sweet dear Eric.
Sweet Raven.
17. I'll roll that just in case I get a crit, which I don't. And the second hit is a... missed. So only one hits again, and it does 8, 10, 11 points of force damage and 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So again, that's 11
Second
points.
attack?
I failed. I
did you
missed.
miss?
I rolled a 9
Okay.
and then a 1.
Again, you
And then a 1.
Yeah, but it was on my reroll.
send in these 2 blasts towards him. It's hard to see what's hurting him and what isn't, as things are just striking into him in this beam of light, this pillar in the centre. But you're relatively sure definitely one of them connects. The other one is against the wings come round.
Yeah.
Jackal and Constance.
Okay. I will draw my sword out of the scabbard, the new shiny scabbard,
Yeah.
and
Lights up.
and then place it on my shoulder and continue praying.
Yeah, what are you praying to? What are you saying? And how loud is it? Are you saying it out loud?
No, it's like a mumble.
Okay. What are you saying? What's Constance going for?
I'm not good at words.
Jekyll, be taking your turn while Constance thinks.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna go with the trusty. He's got a Constitution saving throw disadvantage with the curse on him. Okay, I'm gonna try and blind him with the blindness.
Blind with the blindness.
It's a good one to go with.
What's the DC?
It is Constitution saving throw 14 DC. He has a disadvantage. Or he goes blind unless he is immune to it.
DC go up again? Is it a leveled thing or is it?
DC is 8 plus your wisdom, or whatever your spell casting modifier plus your proficiency.
Which should be +3. Okay.
14 plus what? Sorry.
So it's your whatever spell thing you use.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So it's +3.
So that'd be 14
So it should be 8 plus 3 for your wisdom.
9, 10, 11, 12,
and plus 3
13,
for your
14.
proficiency.
Alright, okay, cool.
Yeah, mine's wrong in that case. I haven't got the plus proficiency on.
So it should be 14.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So it should be 17, not 14.
Point towards him. Invoke this spell. It's hard to see if there's been any effect at all.
Yeah.
Constance.
I guess we'll find out.
It's still a mumble. The only things that are audible are Tyr, give me strength. Saint Markovia, give me the skill to kill the man who loves you.
Ooh. Give me a d20. What did you get?
3.
Got a reroll.
You do the
reroll?
reroll.
You gonna use it?
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. Come on.
Yeah, right.
14.
Okay.
I think this is a crit or nothing kind of situation.
Hesia, your turn, boss.
Where have you gone? You're the opposite
I'm at the
side of the
back.
room from everyone else.
Yes,
That's
I
annoying.
think.
Okay.
I'm like down the end.
Well, it's like a hall, and then he's just come across, like the table would have been along the middle of the hall.
Yeah.
He's jumped across at us, you would have been up at the end. So he's in the middle of all of us, all around him.
My super spells are like 30-foot area of effects, and I thought if I shoved it at the back of the room, it would get him, but not us.
He's
But-
right
in us.
Yeah, he's
But
amongst you.
In which case, let's go with Scorching Ray. That always goes well.
Yeah, give me a roll hit, please.
Set his ass on
On fire. Roll to hit. 17 plus 23.
Yeah, first one hits. Give me another one.
There are 3 of them, so
Yep.
that'll be 15
You've got advantage, remember.
and 18.
So you can use your reaction on one of the attacks to get advantage.
I'll do the lowest one again then.
Yep.
Yeah, Eagle's still up.
That was the previous. That's lower than the previous one.
Okay. So 2 hit him.
Which is 2d6 fire
For each one, is it?
for each one, so it'll be 4d6.
Ooh, you want some more d6s? Roll them all.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, but I can reroll fire ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 fire.
In total, from 2.
Yeah, that's it all together. Yeah. I think this is the grey one. Is that you?
No, right away.
No, sorry. That's it.
Wait, so yeah, almost. Raven dice.
As your
Also, I'm now on fire.
fire.
It's another one on the bingo list.
How is it? Out your hand, out your finger,
So I think because 2 went off, we'll say it was like 1 out of each,
out of each hand?
and boom, boom, right into like the centre of him.
2 smash into him, and the third one comes forward again, just closes these wings tight around him as it smashes in and just dissipates from the force. As they seem to have affected him. It's hard to say. His body doesn't really look too bad and bruised at the moment. You hear him do a prayer to the Morning Lord.
Lord of light, heal my wounds, so I may destroy the unbelievers.
Holy crap balls.
What has all our hard work just been undone?
Or he may have destroyed himself.
And now we all die.
As his hand comes across his eyes, which you could see had started to cloud over white. But as he heals himself, and you see some of the burns on him disappear, some of the cuts on him close up, and his eyes come back normal. How much damage did he take from the beam? D8, what was it?
Takes 3. What?
Do you
The
remember?
beam?
Yeah.
You get. The moonbeam is.
3d8.
No, it'd be 3d10.
I mean, roll some damage.
3d10, yeah, for every turn.
We'll take it before you can get out of it.
2. Can I have one more, please? 4. 7. That's a 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
0.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points of radiant damage.
Maths and Adam, come on. Again, burns into him with a flap of his wings. He flies up. Who used their reaction? Who's near him? I think the only person in contact with him is you.
yeah.
How high is he going up? Because it's a 60-foot column.
He's kind of flying up and then out. Yeah. So you'll get an attack against him if you didn't use your reaction.
Yeah, I'll use it on attacking him. Try and hit him with the
swing
axe.
it in. Give me a roll to hit.
Weak chop. Oh, crit!
It's
The first new crit rules. So that's it's double the dice, but only one.
Yeah, so you just roll 1 dice, and the other one is counted as being maximum.
Okay.
So what's the maximum hit that you can get caught? What's the maximum damage you could have caused?
Now the Bane axe is 1d8. Is it the bonuses don't add to it?
Yeah.
Okay, the bonuses do add to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be 11 damage on 1 dice.
Yeah.
And then the other dice.
One, then roll one.
And then 9 on the other. 20 damage.
20 damage.
Yeah.
Ouch. You get this as he flaps the wings back to push away. What weapon are you using, sorry?
The Bane axe that I got from the tree.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It doesn't seem to do anything extra.
It's not a plant.
He's using a Bane axe.
But it is magical.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that axe.
No one else wanted to touch it for some reason.
Well, I mean, some of us did. It's just.
Yeah.
You smash into his neck, deep into him, as kind of like him pushing up and you striking through. He kind of pushes himself into your axe head, and then up through this beam, and then manages to kind of spin through the air expertly out of it. As again, his black feathers are falling from his wings and just turn into dust as they do. He hovers maybe 20 foot up in the air for a second, surveying you, seeing you praying. You get a voice in your head. You're taken back at first, thinking, my prayers have been answered.
Help me kill the others, and together we'll save this land.
Sucks to be the rest of you.
That's it for everyone.
Yeah.
The voices in your head are always good.
Yeah, always listen to them.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll lead
You'd
to
be
it.
aware that someone made a telepathic link with you.
It went well for me when I did it.
Red.
I'm not red.
Red.
Hi. Sorry, I was sweating in my mouth. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. Because they now do magic attacks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to summon. I've got my big old list of different animals.
12 bees. 12
Right, what am I going to do? And they get +2 HP per quarter challenge rating.
Oh my god.
So I'm
multiple
going.
or one biggie?
I'm going to go for
Probably a swarm against this
multiple. I'm going to summon
4 bees.
8 giant bats.
That's annoying.
8 giant fey bats, which are going to sort of like. So she'll do the vocals. She'll be like really guttural, primordial and druidic, and the bats just sort of come out of the ground. So like the bat wing, and then they unfurl and take flight.
Fly, my pretties.
Yeah.
And then they will attack.
Nice.
So that is
How long
that's
does it take to do it? Is it a full? Because if it
so 2
If you put it on your...
It's an action.
is 1 action
okay.
for any two new companions. Roll initiative for summon creatures as a group, which has its own turns.
They've heavily buffed summon animals. Like,
It's a concentration spell, though. It's
concentration, yeah.
okay.
The moonbeam disappears.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Moonbeam's now gone, but these fey bats are now here,
Nice.
And they've got their own initiative.
and they've got their own initiative. So I need to roll for them.
Do you want to roll for them?
Do they?
4.
Or okay,
So they go after me.
Yeah, they go very last. So that works.
Do they react as they get summoned? Or?
I'm not sure.
Does it say?
We'll say it takes a turn for them to get. Nah, let them go now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so bats are giant bats. +4 to hit, 1d6 +2 damage.
And they all get advantage by using
And they
their
all get
reaction.
advantage from using their reaction.
To help roll in all of these attacks.
I need 8 d6s, but I'll do 1, 2.
D6s, they need to hit.
You did it.
Oh yeah, no, I need to hit first.
Yeah, so we need lots of d20.
But they attack as a group.
It'd be individual.
Does it? It says they roll initiative. Summon creatures as a group.
Yeah, so they do initiative rules. You get say all.
So you need all
Fine.
of
Okay,
D20s.
give me the 20s. Give me all your 20s.
You need 4. Do 2 sets
I'll
of
just
4.
do 2 sets of 4. So, and they all get advantage. 9, 8.
Oh, a bunch of
I can
ones.
re-roll one of those ones. 8. So they get advantage. That first slot. 15.
So many
Double one.
ones.
So a 15.
No, maybe.
I'll go for the other half.
The non-hit.
They're at +2 to hit.
17. One of them's hit, I think.
+2.
Oh, +2 to
Two
hit.
hits.
So that's 2 hits.
So 2 hits out the first 4.
Yeah. And another hit. 19.
Okay,
Yeah, so
and
it's-
then
That's it.
That was it. That was it. So it's
3
3
hits.
hits. So,
So 3 D6s?
and I need 3 d6s +2.
You've already got one, yeah.
5, 10, 3. So 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
All magical.
That's a lot. And it was all magic damage. That's a lot of math.
Magic damage.
It's a magic damage.
as he flies, overlooking the battlefield now, looking for weak targets.
It's one of that.
Asking for assistance.
Suddenly, bats.
Just a swarm from out of the ground comes flying towards him. He looks mightily pissed off.
Yeah, they're just going to be like grappling onto whatever they can find.
There's a true aerial fight as they're just slicing and biting into him as he's bringing his wings tight around him as they're tumbling in the air. He's not got the room to manoeuvre well
Freaking
out in the open.
love being
Gabriel, your turn, sir.
I am going to cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
You create a floating spiritual weapon. So I'm going to put a spiritual weapon up by him. That's a bonus action to cast this. And I get to attack with it. So I'm going to do that first.
Nice.
And it's plus my 7. Sorry, I have to roll a 10. 17. So
What
that's a
sort of
hit.
damage does it do?
It does force damage.
Okay.
Because all my stuff does force for some odd reason. And it's equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is 7.
Okay. Damage.
So it does 9 points of damage. And then I will also Eldritch Blast him. Twice as well. 14. I'll re-roll that one. Nope, that's a miss. And the second one is a hit. But I got advantage from the Raven. Yep, so 1 hit of...
And the eagle's there.
Mission damage.
That's the wrong... 1d10. So he takes 12 points of force damage and 4 points of neurotic damage.
Okay.
For my Eldritch Blast.
Pew.
How high up is he?
About 20 foot.
20 foot?
20 foot.
Quite high.
So, jump and you might get his feet.
get the sole of his foot, that'll hurt.
Constance and Jakul. He looks pretty fucked up.
Oh.
I'll just blast him with.
Do I kill you all?
Where you going for, Jakul?
I'm going to
not
just
PK,
blast
you
him with
survive.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah. So just a save, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
I think I've got it.
Dex save.
Oh, Dex.
Yeah. Or he takes
No, I've got it.
2d. Oh, yeah, you got it. Okay.
It would have to be high, like 19.
14 is the save. So. No. So he takes
Is it half damage or no damage?
no damage, I think.
Alright.
As you invoke on top of him, but doesn't seem to take any effect.
Okay.
Constance.
Um,
Sword light lit up on your shoulder. You stand in front of this grand window that at one point in its life would have looked majestic.
it's a silver sword, but I assume that's a silver coating on metal, steel sword.
It's hard to say if it's made of some kind of magical...
Well, if you draw it, it's going to go on fire, isn't it?
No, it's just
It's
it's
lit
lit. It's already drawn.
It's just light. It's not fire.
It's just light. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay, you invoke this magic.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So celestials.
Yep.
And I turn the charge.
You start running in towards him.
Bonus action.
Nope.
Hunter's mark.
Oh.
No save against that, is there?
No. It's just they're marked as my quarry, and I do extra damage if I hit him.
Okay. Hessia, your turn.
I could set you all on fire.
He's in the air. Well, actually, no, all the bats would die.
Yeah.
How high is this room?
Taste some bats.
They can listen to simple commands.
And Eric as well. Eric's playing.
Somebody who was previously killed Eric has no care about the bats. They're helping. As somebody who's killed Eric before, I care not for the bats.
They won't hold a grudge over you if you kill them.
Bats. I care not for the bats.
Not for the bats. I'll firebolt.
Firebolt or fireball?
It sounds like fireball to me.
How high is this room?
You don't think you'd get your friends, you'd get all the bats.
Or maybe I should. If we can get away with a range with getting the bats but not the friends, I might try out my new one, which is Sickening Radiance.
What does that do?
Sickening.
Sickening Radiance. It's a 30-foot sphere again.
Yeah.
When a creature moves into the spell's area on a turn or starts its turn there, Constitution saving throw or 4d10 radiant damage. It also suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim green light.
It gets poorly.
Which means that it can't benefit from being invisible. Presumably the green light would remain if it went invisible. But the 4d10 radiant damage is the key.
What are you going for?
We're gonna try this one. I feel that if it's like corrupted, then radiant might do some
Seems to
good.
be doing a.
Does it actually
good job.
damage straight away, or it just creates the area?
Yeah, if it
If it
starts.
starts-
If it starts its turn there, then it will. But it's 30
And it's a
foot, so-
Constitution.
Yeah, and it's
Constitution
got
saving is
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
What's the DC? It's going to be high.
17.
No. Ooh, no, wait a second. Constitution. No.
So hopeful.
Even
Fucking
with
hex is
disadvantage.
working at last.
Can you roll me 8 Constitution saving throws? We'll give them. I reckon bats have got +2. Plus 1.
They have. Wait,
They don't
I might
have
even have it.
disadvantage.
Sorry.
I care not
Yeah.
for the bats.
Well,
They got what I didn't say.
Constitution. We'll take +1.
Just a +2 to Constitution. So that'll do first slot.
I have yet to gain an emotional attachment to the
10,
bats.
7, 1. There's loads of ones.
No,
6.
fail.
No. 12. Crit.
One bat.
One bat.
Survivors.
To be fair, if we take half
No,
damage-
it's all or nothing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not okay.
So one survive.
One bat has survived this.
Okay, just roll 40.
fine.
Was it 48?
40, 10.
Thank you.
Brutal. Just roll 40, 10 for all of the bats.
I've got
bar
2.
one.
I'll
Three.
just. One bat's fine, the others have.
It's a sphere, so should it damage everyone at the same level?
But it would be centered on him above.
Yeah, we'll say a damage across the wheel.
I've got 4 touch.
Yeah.
They have 22 HP.
Could wipe lots out.
9, 2, 3. Oh god, maths. 9 plus 8, 17, 8, 9, 20. 22 radiant.
Ah, so they're gone. Damn, if you only got like one less, they would still be there.
Just loads of bats.
Apart from one. Oh, hang on.
Apart from one is
Hang on a
okay.
minute. Constitution save for Eric.
I do
please
kill
kill
him
him
again.
17.
That is,
He
yes.
survives.
Eric's like, nope.
Not doing this shit again.
Not again.
So, you just see
It's
this,
the constants.
like, misty green steam lines in the air around him as the wings close round, but it doesn't seem to drop height as you start seeing bats just dropping out of the sky.
Well, they'd like just separate
Yeah.
because they're
The
fey.
Fae.
I care not for the bats.
I care not for your big old spells.
So anything that has
Running
survived.
towards him from your position, you would have seen this look in people before, the fight or flight look. As he looks over towards you, the room you're in has some stairs going down and some stairs going up, and the main way in, and then this large window at the back. To get to the way out, he's basically got to go through the entire party.
It's got a level of exhaustion as well now from that
Pardon?
spell. You get a level of exhaustion from that spell as well.
If he fails,
Yeah.
okay.
How big is the doorway?
He could get through it, but it's like a big double
Okay.
outer door. He looks at the window for a second and shakes his head.
Oh, he's not going to smash St. Marco.
Glowing
then-
green all the while.
He's coming for you. What's your AC?
Oh, right, I see how it is. Armor class is 13. Oh, I should have done Mirror's Image, not a spiritual weapon.
Maths with +8. That's it?
They're both hits. Oh, God.
Take 7 physical damage.
7.
5, 11. 15 necrotic damage.
Yep, that's the first one.
22.
That's 22.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
That's better. 10, 16, 24 necrotic damage.
That's how much?
20.
29.
99.
So 22 plus 29 is
51.
51. I'm on 1 HP.
Oh,
Alive, wow.
I've
What
got
all the cool
52.
kids do, fight on 1 hit point.
Oh, I'm gonna. Is it my go?
As he comes flying in.
I think it's my go.
Let me give you the potion.
It's
Oh, no,
mine
wait.
and bats go.
As the wings just drop back,
Hey, you can
and
still
he
do damage.
spins in the air, and with a a flap, and the weapon comes out Superman styly and just plows into you.
Yep.
Red.
Cool. I am going to. What am I going to do? I've got one bat left.
Heal him. I recommend healing him.
I'm okay. I've not taken any damage yet. Fuck it. I'm going to cast Moonbeam again.
You'd have to position it very well because he's pretty much on top of.
Or has he already got? No, he's already got. He's already got that other thing again.
No, he flew out of it.
Gabriel?
He flew pretty much on top of Gabriel.
With his one entire
If you
hit
cast
point.
Moonbeam, you'll lose your last bat as well.
What can I do then?
I'm going to use his head as fucking in the middle of his 2 symbols. Bong!
Can I not cast?
Yes, that's his only weakness.
So I can't cast. Is this a concentration spell?
Eldritch Blast with the fucking
Oh, it's a
ear holes.
concentration, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I can't really do anything. Can the bat go first?
Nope.
Damn it.
He don't look that fresh.
Poison spray and stuff.
But I thought I can't do anything because that's concentration.
No,
isn't it?
you can
there's
cast
certain spells which aren't,
non-concentration
yeah.
spells.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
just concentration spells will count. You can only have one
Lightning
concentration
bolt.
spell going at a time.
Yeah. You might hit Gabriel.
With his one entire hit point.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
considering it's worth it.
If you roll high enough, you might insta-kill him.
I just crit.
And that would be a small mercy.
Well, it would
Someone's
be
died to lightning before.
5 feet wide and 100 feet long.
One whose face is currently here.
So in fact, wait, if he's like 9 foot tall.
Yeah, he kind of went flying down.
Hesse has died to lightning before. From the
Can I aim it at his
I
head?
die every week at this point.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
I'm going to aim it at his head.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't.
Because it's 5 foot wide.
Okay.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, we'll miss Gabriel.
Well, I can't really do much else.
There are other individual targets.
I can't really do much else without getting really,
I
really
might
close
as
to
well kill Gabriel. I mean, I can't think of anything else.
I won't do it straight away.
Oh, I will!
Will you?
If you roll high enough damage, you could insta-kill him.
Yeah.
Like Hessia died instantly from lightning before.
Yep, then that.
If it's enough damage to wipe you out in one go.
How are you? It doesn't count. It doesn't count. I wasn't rolling for that.
How are you determining whether or not
Just do what
she
you want
gets
to do.
Gabriel?
I was
Probably
saying.
how
I
she
was saying I'm
rolls.
aiming up at his head, and Gabriel's on the floor.
Is it going to be off this roll?
Roll, and if you roll low, it gets Gabriel as well.
Oh God. I get advantage because the eagle's still there.
The hawk's still there.
It's alright, I'm here.
Spirit of the hawk's still
I
there.
have a thing.
Okay.
That's an 8. 17.
Okay.
Okay, and that is.
Do you get a save against it or not?
He gets a dex saving throw.
Yep.
14? No. Can I please
Very
have?
dexterous.
He is very dexterous.
Can I have 4 of your d8s and I'm going to? Oh yeah, it's a d8. What am I doing? 4 d8s and I throw them twice.
What?
Yeah. 8. No, sorry. No, I do not 8 6s. Sorry, I was right. 6s.
8 d6s.
Thank you. 8 d6s.
8 d6s.
8 d6 lightning damage.
That's insane.
That's 8, 16, 17, 18, 22.
Wait,
A 6,
those
not 8.
sixes.
What? Yeah, I got 2 crits.
Yeah, that's
so
6.
Oh, it's not 8.
Oh.
So 12. It was a 2 and a 3. I'm
17.
really bad at maths.
17.
17 roll 2
I'm
dice.
terrible at maths. It makes me nervous. What was that? What was the last one?
17.
17.
21,
21,
25.
25, 29, 30 points of lightning damage.
Oh my god! That's insane!
That would have killed me outright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have
It's
killed
half your normal health, isn't it?
There's different rules for it.
Okay.
Static. All of you feel the hairs on the back of your neck go up,
Yeah. Red is like.
and it's just flying up at an angle as it sort of catches him in the back. As he kind of bolts forwards a little bit and takes a big burn in the back.
Big boy damage. And that's all my level 3 slots gone.
It's the bat's turn.
That's still there. That is gonna.
One attack on him.
And you get
Put one back.
advantage, and it's +4 to hit. Go on, bat. 18.
What we
That's
do
a
if the
hit.
bat kills it?
Oh my god, can you imagine? 1d6 plus 2, 5, 6, 7 points of damage from the bat.
This bat survived my
This bat's like.
The
It just
wings
earns
come in,
respect.
one of them looks pretty crippled from that lightning blast, and he lands in front of you. He's on his feet. You can see blood dripping heavily, black, kind of deep ichor from where Jackal hit him. The smell of burnt flesh coming from behind him as he continues to face you, blood coming out of his mouth, his ears, his eyes. A deep, black, foul, tainted stench to it, though. Your turn.
Bonus action, with my spiritual weapon, the scythe is going to swing around and basically try and take his head off.
Yeah, give me a roll to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
Did
I'll
you
use
get
my
advantage to hit for the
advantage.
reaction?
Yes.
Probably not
Yeah.
for spiritual.
Not for the
I
spiritual.
don't know.
It's just takes as a normal attack, it's a melee
Yeah,
attack.
so I don't think so.
What would you get?
It swings in more through luck on his side as he kind of stumbles at the last second, leaning heavily on the mace, coughs up some of this deep, dark blood.
I put both my hands up right by his head, Eldritch Blast. As I laugh, like as I'm coughing up blood at the same time.
Yeah, give me a roll to hit.
And right, I got advantage on this one.
It's better finish him off.
Re-rolling that for advantage.
My turn.
That's a hit.
I don't know. In a
So
while.
It's been a very long
first
for me as well.
one
Okay.
hits and does 5 points of force damage and
Still alive.
2 points of necrotic damage, and then the next one,
You can't. You've not got advantage on that one.
Raven
It's dead.
didn't get killed.
Oh no, no, it didn't.
Flew away.
Flew away.
That's a hit
It saw me coming.
and does 5 points of force damage. Please, for the love of God, die. And 6 points of neurotic damage.
As he stumbles and falls to one knee. And Constance and Jackal, it is your turn.
Oh.
He's still alive.
Double attack.
As he tries to put himself
Ooh, that's a correct fail.
in between Vasilka and you.
18.
Yes, a hit. How do you want to do this? He's on 2 hit points.
Sorry.
Cute.
I mean, I might get. Oh no, I can't.
It depends. Are you trying to put him down?
I am trying to cut his goddamn head off.
Okay.
His tear down head off. I want to stand in front of him, like stop the charge, stand in front of him and say, this is what Markovia would want. 5 plus 5, that's 10 points of damage with the silver sword.
He kind of,
Sorry.
as he
Sorry,
stumbles,
Kel.
It's fine.
you can see this mace attached to him via a chain, and it's just hanging limply from his broken wing and arm on that side. As he has tried to put himself in between Vasilka and you, as you step in and hack into the side of his neck where he's already taken a big, as it lolls to the side, but it takes 2 full attacks as it comes off. And as it does, you see standing behind him, looking into your eyes, Irina's face.
Bonus action, I move my hunter's mark to her.
She stands there with the tray and just kind of tilts her head slightly to the side. His lifeless corpse falls to the ground, blood spilling heavily from it. The feathers begin to drop from his wings incredibly quickly. As she looks to you and her head comes straight. Please don't kill me. As her unblinking eyes stare dead forwards. Jakul, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a moment to catch my breath, go down to one knee and cure wounds on myself. Heal up a bit.
I want to live. Essia, your turn.
It's not right.
What would she do?
Oh, I think the stream's gone down.
Oh.
Oh no.
The power of the moral choice in my hands has broken the stream.
Oh no, it's back up.
Yay.
It broke momentarily.
You didn't miss anything.
Apologies all.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just walk up to her and straight into her.
Straight in the face?
Yeah.
Okay. No remorse.
In Irina's face.
Well, I think we need to get rid of that face. Let someone else have the same idea.
Give me a roll of hit, please.
No social save at all. I haven't got any hunter. What's Hunter's Mark do?
No, you still want the aura. You can use your reaction.
The
to
eagle is
reroll it.
still there.
Reaction to
Just gives
reroll
me
it.
extra damage.
Didn't make much difference. Oh, plus be 15.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she doesn't have any armour on, really.
That's true. And then Firebolt is 2d10.
That's a 2. No, that's a crit.
Oh, and that's a 9, so 19. So I'm on the floor more often, that's how I get high rolls.
A high-pitched wail of a scream comes out of her. Mixture of terror, fear, pain fills all of your ears. It's obscenely human. Obscenely human.
Is she still standing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's burned. She
Yeah.
will be. Her clothing, the red dress, is on fire.
That was meant to do her in one go. Damn it.
The white powder doesn't seem to have done her any favours. You just hit her with a fireball. My turn. Please don't kill me.
I'm sorry.
Red.
Red's gonna run up and drive the spear into her throat.
Throat! Why are you so horrible?
Because it's quicker. It's better than burning.
Quick!
Yeah, give me a roll to hit.
Better than burning.
She's not really.
Jeez.
She's making no effort to protect herself.
I have no weapons.
oh God,
Burning
what am
is the kindest
doing?
thing I had.
17.
Yeah, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
4, 5, 6, 7 points.
As you do, pierces in. She rocks back.
Oh, I have a dagger. Oops, I just realised that.
Blood
Use that.
coming out as her stitches open up in her skin now, as the skin hangs loose, falling down onto her shoulder somewhat. She drops this plate. As the metal hits this stone floor with a clang, and the bottle shatters across it as this red wine just explodes on the floor. She tries with her hands to stem the bleeding. As you can see, blood squirting out through her fingertips. Gabriel.
Alright, spiritual weapon, bonus move, scythe, try and take its head cleanly off.
Yep.
19 plus 7, so 26. And it does 1d8 plus 7, so 5 plus 7 is 12 points of force damage.
As it comes in from behind, the creature doesn't even see the attack. As this huge scythe swings round. Irina's face hits the floor and rolls. There's an awkward silence in the room now. As all of you hear Please don't kill me.
Oh God.
As the eyes gently close, and the body sags forwards onto its knees and collapses forwards. As you look at the carnage in the room, the heavily damaged table where the abbot smashed his mace down into the front of it, burnt in the centre where the moonbeam struck. The smell of fire and burnt flesh in the room. Still, certain objects seemed to have a static charge from this electric bolt that flew through the centre. That kind of ozone-y smell as the air in here. As you look round. What do you do?
I cough up a load of blood.
Pardon?
I cough up a load of blood.
You look fucked.
I'll run over to Gabriel and pump a cure wounds into him.
How big is the abbot now? Is he
Same
still
size.
enormous?
No,
Still
big size,
Yeah.
angel size. Yeah.
9 health.
What about the others? The others he made.
Kill them too?
Well, they're not natural. They shouldn't be alive.
Does it seem all quiet now?
Yes.
There's nobody coming running.
You did hear music from somewhere else. Do you want to have a quick search in this room?
Yeah.
Please.
I would
Can we
like
look at the
to-
body? Or is he just like burnt out husk?
I'd like to try and lay out both bodies so that they're lying down straight,
Okay, yeah.
tidily.
Yeah, I'll assist you. We can lay them in front of the altar and the portrait.
Pardon?
I'll assist in laying out the bodies in front of the altar and the portrait through the stained glass window.
Was there...
I'm just going to sit down and drink the rest of that wine.
It's smashed on the floor.
Yeah, not necessarily your cup.
cup might
Your
still
cup
be
might still be
okay.
balancing on the table.
Is there any wine left on the table?
Or is Gabriel going to be
There's the
lapping
one
it off the
bottle came
floor?
God. Where's that bowl smashed on the floor?
Yeah.
She dropped
Get
it.
on your knees and drink
Lick
it.
the floor.
I
I'm
would
just going
like
to take a seat on the table.
I'd like to try and cast ceremony. Funeral rite. Takes an hour.
Yeah, so you start invoking that.
Okay, well,
Can I
while,
rest?
rest. While she's doing that,
Rest, yeah.
Short rest. And
Funeral rite. One corpse can't become undead for 7 days.
Okay, who are you going for?
Him.
Okay.
Because I don't think she is a corpse.
She's multiple corpses.
She's so many
Really?
corpses.
yeah, you can stop
I'm going to
one
use
bit coming
4
back.
of my hit point.
Okay.
I'm
Those
gonna
who
use
have a rummage in the room,
Yeah, Red's going to
you've
have
got
a...
time. You can be having like a short rest and a search in here.
Yeah, Red's going to be looking if there was like a workroom somewhere that he worked, like an office or a chamber that he worked in.
So you've got some stairs going down and some stairs going up.
We don't want to go too far.
I think let's stay in this room until we're all... But I would like to do a little hunt around the room.
Yeah.
I need a new character sheet. My health points are getting very thin.
Yeah.
That's one of those curse things, though, isn't it? It's like getting new lock kit. Finally finishing
I will
your lock
die.
kit, you will immediately die.
Right, I'm back kind of healthy. I'm on 40 health.
Get hit.
But I did just spend...
I didn't get hit.
It's the action economy. Like,
Yeah,
it was
thanks for the
brutally
help
damaging, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
just
spaffed
wondered.
all my spell slots, but...
So, having a look
Insta-squashed.
in here, you would say the very large holy symbol, the big golden sun, looks incredibly expensive. It looks to be solid gold.
How big
How big is it?
Pretty big. If someone wants to make a note, I'll give you the loot in here. You would say it's worth 750.
We wouldn't be able to carry it though, would we?
It's not heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't going
was
anywhere.
there-
If anyone tries to pick it up, Constance is going to look over at them and say, don't.
was there a church in this town, Kresk?
We still need to keep this
we're in
place.
it.
No, well, I mean, we're in an abbey, but
We
there might
need
have
to
been
keep
a
this
local
place
church.
clean, so then they people of Crest can come up and use it.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Like,
What
do they have a
carryable loot is that?
Like, do they, I mean, do they have a normal local priest?
Everyone who's searching, give me a perception. Whoever gets the highest, I shall give them this thing first.
Okay.
Perception. I'm really bad at perception. That's not fair.
17.
I'm meant to be a thief.
22.
2.
Are you searching?
I'm too fucked to search.
You
to be
were-
fair.
The thief rolled a 2.
17.
As you are rummaging around and having a look,
Having a snuffle.
you find a hip flask. Looks like it's made out of very precious metals. Electrum.
Whoa.
You think it's worth about 250 gold pieces.
Nice.
And as you give it a little sniffle with your nose, you think it's got a potion of superior healing inside of it. And the candlesticks seem to be gold as well. There's 4 of them.
Solid gold candlesticks.
250 gold each. You also find a prayer book to the Morning Lord, Morning Lord hymns, and you also find what looks like his diary.
Red's gonna grab that.
It is on the bookshelf.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
It is next to a Princess Bride
Of course it is.
and a Wise Man Fear. It's near the.
Go up.
It's
There.
no.
Go right.
The
Stop.
black one.
That little thin one.
So, Reds will give the prayer book to
Loads of
Constance.
individual pages.
Gabriel, we want to split the candlesticks.
You
2
just
each.
you take the candlesticks.
I'm taking the candlesticks.
I did the finding.
250 each.
Yeah, she's gonna
They're pretty
hand.
big.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's like
She's
4.
gonna hand Constance
Okay, maybe not.
the prayer book. She doesn't know what to do with prayer books.
I'm just one hand
boy.
on each corpse,
I'll take the prayer book.
kneeling between them.
Doing the ceremony.
Day the 13th. Red will read this out loud. She can actually read.
Yeah, I'll take the prayer book from you.
I've taken the guise of a mortal, pleasing and young, gone among the villagers. Though they seem to harbour suspicion about my purpose and origin, they want to help. Certain I am that I can win their confidence to aid me in restoring this sanctuary. 15th day, 3rd month, 3rd year. Whilst there is much left to do to recapture the former glory of this place, it is once more serving the village. They come to the doors, those ill of limb and mind, and I tend to them as a shepherd would his flock. Light is returned to Barovia, and in my heart I feel at peace. The lessons in etiquette and the manners of a lady move slow like the wheels of eternity, but soon she'll be ready to be presented.
Is it out of order?
That looks like an older one.
Yeah, day 13th.
Look at this tons.
Day the 1st, as the morning Lord bids me so do I follow. The Abbot of St. Markovia in Crest has led to these many years lain desolate by the evil Strahd, who by his own hand slayed the blessed saint who gave the abbey its name and hallowed its ground. I restore it to its previous glory and purpose, a place of healing and hope. To do this I must win the villagers' trust. They cower in fear in the village over which the abbey looms. So fearful are they of Strahd and his wolves that they dare not venture beyond the village walls. The walls of mist might just as well be made of brick and mortar as it imprisons them thusly. These are all in weird orders, I think. It stains like ink that I can't shake. His purpose at first was not clear, but he tells me he has come to help. From whence he comes or why, I know not. Tonight he tells me he will reveal more as we sup. 3rd day of the 4th month, the 25th year. Little did I know that when Vasily, the man from the village, from Barovia,
With the house and the wine.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Little did I know Vasily arrived, he would bring me the knowledge that would help me satisfy the needs of these pitiful creatures who torment my soul. He brings forbidden lore from the Amber Temple.
Hey.
This has solved the fatal dilemma of transformation that has eluded me thus far. We found a way to satisfy what they have asked. There is much more work to do. 12th day of 5th month, 13th year. They are happy as mongrel folk. If insanity brings them happiness, we shall all be insane. 15th day of 9th month, 17th years. I'm at my wit's end. 1st day of the 1st month, the 25th year. Today a Barovian lord named Vasily von Holtz visited the abbey. His outward appearance was pleasing enough, but I sensed something sinister about his person, like a blade that penetrates my depth.
Oh. He must have been old then, because that's 25th year.
It's all in different orders.
Yeah.
8th day, 4th month, 10th year. Could we put them in order? I know not more what can be done to help these woeful creatures, but I shall not be defeated. They cannot undo all that I've worked and strived to accomplish here. 9th day, 8th month, 15th year. Their idea of what perfection means does not match mine. They have strange ideas of what it means to be human. They beg me to give them the eyes of a cat, the wings of a fly, the strength of a mule, the guile of a snake. I pity them. I'm sure their desire for bestial traits cannot lead to salvation, but it persuades them to follow, then let it be so. They asked for that. He didn't make them that way, they asked. First day, 2nd month, 16th year. My first experience have been abysmal failures. The results fatal, yet they beg and plead. How do I go on? How do I stop now? How do I stop when when might be the next success? We're so close. This is an earlier one again. 2nd day, 6th month, 6th year. Today a sickly brood of inbred lepers appeared at our door seeking salvation. They called themselves by the family name Bellevue. Though there is little of beauty or good one can see upon them, we will offer what we can do to rid them of their dreadful infirmities. 22nd day, 10th month, 8th year. The Bellevues are much improved. Their physical deformities have vanished under our soothing balms and salves. They are grateful to follow after me like dogs waiting to please. Still they brandish such defects which go beyond which cures and treatments I can find in the Abbey's texts, from which my own Lord's guidance. I am determined to make them whole again and bring them into the light. 7th day, 3rd month, 67th year. I can only see one way of curing this poor soul, reunification with his lost love. He speaks so fondly and wistfully of her. I'm certain this way lies salvation for all of us, and this will end Barovia's curse once for all. Day, what is that?
Question mark.
Unsure.
Day, month of 70th year. The Bellevues languish in the madhouse as I toil on creating a Gollum bride for Strahd using parts I have scavenged from the town. 71st year, training the bride progresses slowly. She shall live again to love. Ha, love, the world would taste like bitter root in my mouth. Why is live evil writ backwards? I wonder what I have wrought. Is this what the Morning Lord has sent me to do? 19th day, 55th year. 2 of these mongrel folk now serve me as guards, Otto and Zigfreg. They are 2 of my impressive creations so far. I'm proud, as a father must feel. 67th day, 6th day, 6th month, 66th year. I should have known how foolish I've been, or maybe I didn't know, but refused to believe so. Vasily has revealed himself to be the devil Strahd. What is to be done? It was futile to attempt to slay such an immortal creature. The ancient curse upon this land protects him. He can never truly die, at least not in Barovia. 14th day of the 6th month, 66th year. There is more to this monster than meets the eye. At supper tonight, Strahd unburdened himself and lamented the curse that followed him through the centuries. He wants nothing more than to escape Barovia. Despite myself, I feel the pangs of sympathy and urge to help him find release and peace. I've taken it upon myself to find a cure for his malaise and set him free of his torment. Vasilka, she is beautiful. He will be so pleased. I can feel the morning light, Lord's light again.
That'd be like the second last one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
It
one of the
is
last
a
two.
good thing we never let Irina stay.
With Vasily.
Yes. Are they double pages maybe?
So he was strong.
Well, I'm glad that we
Got out of there, yeah.
took her out of that.
So he was never barred entry into that town after all. The sacred holy ground and the remains never kept him
He
out
came to the Abbey before. I saw it. He came to the Abbey to see that, to talk to it.
He obviously has corrupted it.
He talks about the Bellevues.
The Bellevues were the lepers, the ones who have been...
He doesn't
Who
say
now
that
look
they.
like this.
Yeah.
He didn't say that they died.
Those are those
That'll be
transfer them
the
into them.
Mongols.
the
Yeah.
guards.
No. They two different ones. Bellevue's are different, I think.
They're the lepers who were transformed into the beasts.
I think.
The lepers he saved.
It was not in the right order. Hard to tell.
Strahd's corruption is definitely...
The Amber Temple.
That's where we gotta go.
Yeah.
Stop leaning on the phone.
Could be where the weapon is.
His mace and stuff like that, is that still like in existence, or did it fade away? Has he brought that out of nowhere? And his physical equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems to have lost the power that it held.
Okay. So it's just a
That was coming
massive
from
chunk
him.
of metal, basically.
Yeah.
When I had that darkness in me, it did not want to go to the Amber Giants. I remember that.
It's a sword of light and vengeance.
And the dark things are very scared of it.
Well, for now, we need to either clear this place out of these creatures so that the people can use it as a proper abbey once again.
Should we look up and down?
Does
Yeah,
this
she points to
place
the
still
stairs.
have? Does it still feel consecrated?
Does it still feel consecrated?
No.
Isn't that consecrated? Is it like evil, like opposite of consecration, or is it
just
just kind of
nothing.
neutral?
It feels like Barovia.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
That good old Barovia feel.
But it would give them somewhere to fall back onto, though.
Yeah, it's a decent fortress, if nothing else. And it gives them more land to use. They are using every square inch.
Strahd won't come here, he said that, didn't he?
Well, you just did come here anyway.
That's true.
The thing that strikes me is Strahd played with him as much as he plays with everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think Strahd would come to attack here, I think is what he meant. He wouldn't fight him here,
Because it's too far from his crypt.
which is why he's
Because-
able to...
I think more likely because he had no need to. He had already corrupted him.
But he did say something about the distance to his
Have we just
crypt.
removed another plaything of Strahd's?
Yes, we have.
That's lovely.
Do we look around or...
Yes.
We look around.
We look
We
around.
need, to,
or down?
we need to clear this place out. Now that their master is gone, those creatures might do harm to the people below.
Up or down first?
Up, because that's where the music was coming from.
Okay.
And there's always terrible things down, so let's leave that till later.
How much of the hour is up?
Yeah, so that's a nice hour, isn't it?
Yeah, we did a little search and we've had a little chat.
It'll read a little rest.
So he didn't have any actual equipment on him, like
Bear with me.
some holy relics that he used to use.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is his body inherently
Yeah.
one way or the other in so
Like,
people
now that
would
he's
scavenge
dead,
it?
is he back to being celestial, or is it still necrotic?
If somebody came up here and
No, he's got
nicked
a-
his thigh bone and decided to, make it into a knife and stab you with it,
That's kinda
then
cool.
cause
In this really
problems.
hypothetical
He's got
scenario,
a
that
holy
you just-
symbol,
Yeah.
have the morning lord, and that's pretty much it. And then some like old priest robes.
Constance, do you want to bury them? Or...
I don't think we
Leave.
can.
Consecrate them, a fire funeral
Inside the building.
outside later.
You've
Once
done the
we've cleared
funeral,
this
right?
I've
place.
done the
haven't you?
funeral, right? Yeah. They can't. Well, that one at least can't come back and attack us for a week.
Yeah.
She'll hopefully be enough time.
We can leave them here for now.
Yeah.
Let's go up.
Let's clear this place out. Get rid of all these monsters.
Can we still hear music?
No, you've not heard music since he finished dancing.
Cool. Guess we're going upstairs.
Going
then.
upstairs.
And that's where we'll leave it.
We just killed a celestial.
Boom. And a lot of bats.
Sorry, I stole your kills there.
That's fine. It's fine.
Get that sweet HP.
Yeah, so Constance gets all the XP there.
Good, thanks.
That's the one.
Gets any.
I was really upset that I didn't go. I just wanted to fucking blow his head up.
Yeah, level 15.
Wow.
Well,
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Well done.
Well
Well done, everyone.
There was a moment when I thought we
kind of
might
shocked we
convince
survived.
him,
Yeah.
but
That was some noise.
And then I ruined it.
Yeah.
That's
it
why
was
I'm
close. I was getting ready
Was
for
he
people to make a roll, be like, okay, make a roll and see what happens, and then you're a coward. Like, okay.
I know what my role is in this group.
that went really well.
I am.
Good job,
surprised.
team.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked we survived that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be dead.
I thought I was going to be
3
when I
rounds.
went
Do you know what
straight
got
down.
me?
I thought that's it.
Like, I was just like, oh, we're so dead. Was when our paladin decided to go and sit the whole
pray.
fight and pray.
Yeah.
But no, we have radiant stuff.
Yeah.
I was working out how to bring in the backup character, I have to say, when I went straight down to 0 in one hit.
Yeah. I was thinking, geez, if you can kill one person in one hit. Yeah.
It was that necrotic damage. He was doing what? He did 24 necrotic.
Yeah, originally when it was like, 9 damage, I was like, nasty. And it was like, and 19 points of necrotic, I was like, oh shit. And that was just the first one.
Necrotic on every hit.
Yeah.
I was sort of betting quite highly there. With if he kills a lot of you, he's been bragging so much about bringing people back from the dead.
Bring them back.
Might be able to persuade him.
Could you maybe?
Could you maybe not?
That's cool. And now we get to go upstairs and see where the creepy music was coming from.
And I killed
Can't be anything
7
horrible.
bats.
And got a sick hit flask.
I didn't think you were going to kill him. I didn't think you were going to kick off.
Well, did you think we were just going to keep talking to him?
I wasn't sure what you were going to do.
Yeah, I think it's the action economy is too strong. Like if you just have a numbers advantage, you can just obliterate.
It's
someone.
completely different to like Pathfinder, where it's kind of, the numbers, the bonuses get so massive that it's kind of like, okay, you've got a few more attacks than me, and you're fuck, my armor class is so ridiculous.
Well, it's the same thing of like me versus all those twig things. Like they could have fucked me up because there's so bloody many of them and they're tiny.
Yeah.
I couldn't get rid of one.
3-4
I was destroying one at a turn, but there was 30 of them, and so I was just being swarmed. So like we are essentially doing the same thing to these big motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Annoying little flies.
We managed to get in with the past as minions. If they fought us with the minions, that would have been a different fight, I think.
Now we get to go slaughter them because they're unnatural abominations.
But they wanted to be that way.
Yes, even more unnatural.
Even more so.
abominations then.
Abominations against nature. The druid says so.
Hope you don't need any resurrections.
Never.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Not from that.
He probably could have done it.
Yeah, he
probably
could have.
Absolutely.
He didn't do it with any of the other heroes.
But we're special.
Maybe he did. Who knows?
Exactly. Who knows?
Maybe he brought them back a couple of times and they finally gave up.
Maybe we are them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's just look at who else can resurrect you now.
Strahd.
I'm sure he'll let us live again.
There was that lovely priest who got carried. Oh wait, he got carried off by Strahd.
Don't know if he's dead.
There was.
He might still be there.
Jackal, clearly. He keeps doing it.
Just give it a bit more time. I can bring everyone.
Whatever awful thing that brought me back the first time
Yeah,
was.
let's go in contact with that again.
That went well for everybody.
Hey, buddy, you wanna?
But more, not to metagame too much, could bring back other people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Indeed. Not that there's anyone you needed to bring back.
No.
The dwarf.
Ismark.
Ismark.
We need Ismark,
Ismark.
Scottish
Long
dwarf.
Brave Ismark.
The dwarf's alive, presumably.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Unless he got horribly eaten by werewolves.
Definitely alive.
Oh
He's probably
no.
got a little weird
Was
kingdom
he
of people by
Strahd
now.
all along?
You know how
If that's the
Eliza
Strahd.
managed to garner the support of the populace. He managed to do that just with punching one and being like, "Hey, you're all mine now."
What would happen if we just got every single yokel in Barovia to just rise up?
I think they did that before.
All of flesh.
Every single one of them.
And you know how well that went before when a wizard tried to do that?
Yes, we remember that story.
A wizard did that, and then there was that saint lady who everyone worships who did that as well. I mean, we saw a massive, from our visions, we saw a massive battle in his castle.
Scottish dwarf, that's the answer. That's who we need back on our side. I think he's
I need
the
to
key.
find my spear. I need to find that sick spear I was promised.
I need to get that armor refitted. I want to glow.
Also, we've got to kill the hags in 5 days.
Oh yeah, the cat. Should we just make a
5
note
days
of what
now.
we need to do? We've got
Hags in 5
So,
days.
Hags are down to 5 days now.
we've got hags.
We've got 5 days on that.
T-minus 5 days. What else do we need to do?
Clear out the abbey.
Abbey, which is very immediate.
Yeah.
We could.
We need to go back to...
For Lucky to get our doll.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we need to find out if that doll maker is super dead.
Valaki is going to be burnt to the
Balaki,
ground.
I think we can put to the bottom of the list.
Erwin is going to be kicked out in 2 days.
Yeah, we need to
So
escort
a day.
Erwin
A day now,
to
yeah.
Valaki.
It's 1 day.
Okay,
now.
so basically Abbey would be first,
Then Erwin.
then Erwin,
And then deal with Valaki
deal with
as a
Valaki
whole.
and the hags, kill Strahd.
Find
that
the
list.
Amber Giants and the cave in the north.
Yeah, the.
So we need the caves.
We've got that wizard's tower by the lake.
The bar top.
Why is this like a
Baratop Mountains.
like Skyrim where we've just ended up
Keep
in like
adding more and more side
It's
quests.
got the first line of each quest. We're just running
Yeah,
around.
we've just been running around talking to all the NPCs. Pretty soon you'll get a little thing crop up saying you can't have any more missions.
It's going to be like
had a
that
single
usual
romance
thing where we
option
get
in
to a
this.
certain point
Yeah,
in the
what's
game
all my
where it's
romance
like,
options?
if you go any
I'm wearing a
further,
necklace of
you
Laura.
cannot
Why is nobody
complete
invited
X,
to
Y,
this
Z.
We've
Can we
already
just
done
address
that.
the fact
We've
that
got
all
the
like
bones
the
lost.
male options in Skyrim are really naff, apart
Yeah.
from Vilkas and Farkas.
There's like a totally generic mercenary who hangs out in the pub in Markarth, who's got like a badass face tattoo. I married him, and then his clothes glitched out, and for the rest of the time he's just been like in his
Naked.
pants, just walking around. Just like
Exactly how you left him.
exactly like Johnny.
Walking around in your pants.
Someone joined us for
wearing
the first time. So Imbri 2001 joined us and said, I came in for the first time to please don't kill me. That was them joining our stream. And then they murdered
don't
something.
touch
That's all I could think of, which did
all I
lose
could-
the effect.
It wasn't
somewhat.
murder
Please
because
don't
it
touch
wasn't
me.
It was
alive.
mercy killing.
It was all kinds of murder.
It was a mercy killing.
Killing who?
The
golem, the flesh
golem.
Flesh
Flesh
golem.
I was trying to down her in one.
Straight up,
Yeah.
flesh god should exist.
You murder hobos. I thought for a second maybe they'll leave it alone.
I was going to do something.
don't
I was going to do
touch
something
me.
touching
Oh.
and probably dread. I was going
Break
to try
your
and hug it and break his neck.
Oh.
But why do that when you can set things on fire?
Yeah, I mean, you
So
blast
I
it in the
was
To be
thinking-
face.
fair, I did finally get
That's the
to
person
my
with the goal.
my
Stab,
Grim Reaper
stab, stab
thing
with a knife. I
scythe.
didn't have a knife.
I forgot that I had a dagger until too late. That's the honest answer. I was like,
That's why I went to stab her in the throat because I was like, well, shit, she's on fire now. Just try and like do it quickly.
please don't touch me.
Please don't
Very
touch
bad.
me.
So the message that she said to me earlier, was that her or was that?
Find out in game.
Did you just fight?
Okay, fine. Fine.
Fight!
We're never going to find it out because
She did.
she did.
She did.
So there's no harm in saying, was it her who asked for help or was it
I don't know.
Irene's face.
the like
moving on its own volition. Help me.
Save me.
But if we know if her soul is in need of help or not, then
Her
we
soul
know
is in her
something
face.
completely
Her
different.
soul's okay. Her soul's with
fine.
thingamajig.
Yeah, but what if he's
Sergey.
a horrible, manipulative bastard?
she hasn't
who's
got
just-
face.
He's probably Strahd. They're all Strahd.
Does that mean her
Strahd.
spirit doesn't have a face now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just like Tatiana's like,
I'm not going to get into spiritual name, but I don't think that's how soul works.
listen, that's how it works here.
Face soul.
I was hoping for a little kind of pretty in pink 90s montage of you teaching her how to be a lady and getting her a
Rain in
dress.
Spain falls mainly
no.
on the plain.
And be like,
Suffer
was
not the
that
flesh
not getting
golem
her
to
a dress?
live.
A whole dress getting quest.
can you not remember
Yeah, I
seeing
know
a
where,
wedding dress
I
somewhere
know where a
else?
dress is.
Shit, yeah.
But actually, by the toy shop.
Where's the box
No,
gone?
no,
I saw it.
Oh, in the,
Lady
Now it's just
Watcher?
gone.
It's the box
no,
with
yeah.
the one. Banister, yeah.
His wife kept her
This one?
wedding dress.
the one by your
Oh no, had the wedding
no,
dress
by-
for his son.
Some there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to do it with his son.
What son?
Everybody in that town is
What son?
weird.
What's up?
Why are we doing this?
In the,
What is preventing us from going
I have
home?
no recollection of
wall
that.
of
I say we chance it.
You wiped my memory good.
We're like 4 levels higher than when we were last in Villiki. We can totally smash everything there, totes.
Yeah, we just go back. We're like, right, dickheads.
No.
You do as we
Smash
say
the
now.
hags.
We do need to
Also,
smash the hags.
a flesh golem isn't going to live when I'm about anyway.
No. Probably not.
Yeah, you got someone who's basically his whole like
a weird
doctrine
one,
of his patron is to not suffer the undead to live.
Yeah.
You've got a druid who basically just the dice are rebelling.
Is there a D4 there? I'll let my feet too much.
No, it's alright. We've got a D4. I think it's just a D4.
And then you've got a druid who basically hates all the unnatural.
1 D8 and 1 D20.
D10, D12.
Where's my
D12.
little bag gone? There it is.
Right, when are we...
I was right, D8.
When shall
when are we
lot
back
to meet
in
again?
Eversley?
Next Thursday, maybe?
We're not here next Thursday, are we?
Next
Is that
week.
all?
We are off next week. We're actually staying in Wales for a good long while. We might be around Monday.
Monday is the only day I can't do because I've got a school trip in the evening. We're going to go watch a very expensive poison, a play about Alexander Litvinenko. Yeah.
Hard life.
Oh.
It's a bit sort of.
Hang on, let me
It's
flick
weird. I went to go
into our
watch they give the
Google.
teachers a ticket to go watch it before you
Hang on a
take the
minute.
We
kids.
can have a.
So you can sort of like vet what age group to take.
Yeah.
And I went to
So
go watch
we
it. I was just
are
like,
back
this is good, but it's
from
weird.
the 30th. So we're off, like, so we won't be back until, like, the Monday the 30th.
Could we do a little sidey?
Or
At this point.
I mean, we could go
Yeah.
explore
We've got
the
to
option
explore
down.
this Abbey.
Flashback. We could have an up and down party sketch.
I haven't had a flashbacky episode yet.
Well, we could
Yeah,
do
we
a
did
little
have a flashback.
I haven't had one yet because I'm.
To be fair,
almost-
you guys do one
Get
next
you home.
week.
Huh?
How can we get you home
Get me home? What?
afterwards?
Is Johnny and Kitty aren't here?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, if it's late at night, buses become a.
Horrendousness.
We can, how do we do, like, the 1st, 2nd of
Do the second,
October.
not the first.
Second?
Oh yeah, we can do all that
My
week.
birthday.
Because then it's luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
I
Or
can't
Thursday.
do.
Or not Thursday. We're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday.
I could potentially do
Tuesday?
either of those.
Tuesday's my birthday, so I'm going to be busy.
Wednesday.
When you don't want to play D&D on your birthday.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday the 2nd.
It's his first birthday and being married. He is not going to come play D&D. That is a fact. Because if he did, I'd be like, you're getting a divorce.
So do you reckon? So next week,
Thursday?
do you reckon we're taking a week off?
Yeah, seems like it.
Okay. So
And then Wednesday the 2nd.
We
It'll be
can.
Wednesday the 2nd.
Wednesday seems fine by me.
I'm not
I can't see
100%
anything.
sure, but
Well,
we can
all go
we can
check.
make an announcement online when
On
we're
the thing.
figured out when we're going to next meet up.
Yes.
We can do it in advance.
We're good at it.
We're all very
Definitely
busy
give
grown-ups.
advance notice.
You can trust me.
We're busy grown-ups with busy lives.
Yeah, so
We
feel
would love to
free-
do next week, but it's going to be our week in Wales.
I should
Very
really make
fair.
more announcements on the old.
Kitty and Johnny deserve a holiday.
This is the old Facebook group. Give us a follow on there.
It's just we want to unpack some boxes.
Yeah, just use a bit of spare
We
time.
moved house and then just sort of left everything. Oh, that's fine, right? Just. We'll just
we
take
have
these
a
out
house
boxes
now.
and we need them.
Well, yeah.
Right?
You
I mean,
take
I'm
it
still
out,
living with
use
it, to be
it,
honest.
and then you put it away after you've used
Yeah,
it.
or you put it back in the box because that's where it lives now.
I'm the worst at unpacking. Did a pretty good job. Anyway, good game, gang.
Yeah,
Good one.
Oh, what are you?
We took out a big old lad.
I'm surprised that we I thought that was.
I am amazed
I
by
thought he
it.
was safe.
I think the moment, I don't know about you guys, but the moment that I heard necrotic damage, I was like, cool, radiant damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the original.
I thought he wasn't going to be able to heal himself.
So the original Dava,
yeah.
I'll let you all in, and I changed it. I wasn't sure if I should. Are you ready for the original? Mm-hmm. The original one is immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, and it's also resistant to resistant to radiant damage. But
Yeah.
I changed it to be resistant to necrotic damage.
That makes more
I
sense.
switched it, didn't it?
Because my logic said, well, if it's necrotic, then surely
Then surely
radiant is going to be
radiant.
the weakness.
Exactly.
I was going to use Blight on it, then I thought that's necrotic damage. And I thought, well, I ain't going to do this. So when I did my Hex, it's more to drop the Constitution down.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking,
We all have a lot
Which
of
was
got
really helpful
constitution
because it
save
failed its
stuff.
constitution saves against our
all our
spells.
spells.
All our radiant stuff.
Constitution for damage.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted it to be a bit different. I didn't want to just pile in. But anyway,
Ciao, everyone.
Ciao,
Cheers,
ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay.
Oi.
Bye. See you on Tuesday.
Bye now.